Hey guys, I'm back after all this time. Hope you're all doing well. Sorry for a little bit of the hiatus there. I've been extremely busy. Admittedly, YouTube hasn't been my primary focus, but that's not to say I don't appreciate the love and support I get from you guys on like every video. And the comments, keep them coming. So, big announcement. I just paid an arm and a leg for what looks like a dirt bike. This is the, let me flip my camera here. This is the 701 Supermoto made by Husqvarna. This is my latest bike. Guys, I had a DRZ 400 when I first started riding. I've wanted one for freaking ever. Like literally forever. You can look them up. This is not what the video is about, but I just wanted to kind of make that announcement. I am showing you how to get rid of the fender without paying any money. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because the stock fender, because the bike as it sits right now, the 2021, nobody makes a Fender Eliminator kit for the Husqvarna. If you buy a KTM 690, which is KTM's version of this bike, you're in luck because TST makes one, but TST does not make one. There's a few companies that make kind of ones I don't really like for this, that are vague and it looks like not good instructions and not a whole lot of info and reviews on them. So until my favorite guys, TST, come out and they start making a Fender Eliminator with the integrated blinkers into the taillights, I'm just gonna do it this way. And I'm not sponsored by TST, by the way, but they have sent me some free stuff, and solely because of me being a customer. They don't know I make videos or anything. So here's what I'm doing. Initially, you'll see this laying on the ground. This is what, I almost don't even want to put it back on because it grosses me out so much. But this is what the bikes, minus that cable hanging out, look like from factory. They've got this big old, compliance legal thing that they all have to put on. Just so you guys know, manufacturers only do this because they have to, not because they want to. Because I've had some people and they're like, oh, I just like to keep my bike stocked the way the manufacturer did it. Well, they don't want to have to do that stuff, just so you know. Same with the big bulky exhaust. We'll get to that later. So Husqvarna's done something really cool and made this really easy. And basically what they've done is you can remove this. You take out 4 of these bolts. It's a Torx bit. I believe it's the T30. So just get yourself a little set of Torx bit. Wrenches always comes in handy. You remove those 4 bolts, and then that whole thing will come right off. And then all you have to do, apologies for weird quality here, then all you have to do is unplug this. This is your license plate light. They make it super easy. Under here, from what I can tell, is completely waterproof. It does not look like there's anywhere really, maybe a tiny hole right there where the cable is, that water would really want to get up in here. So that is really, really cool. They've done a heck of a lot better job than, like, say, my R1 right there. I actually had to go add this block off plate here from TST because there was a big hole there after I took the fender out. And come to look at it, I think there's still 2 holes right there, so where the screws are. I don't know. So they've made it really easy, and you can just run the bike like this if you want. Now you got to figure out a way to mount a plate to it. If you really don't want to mess with this at all, you can actually probably just, make a little bracket and drill into these 2 holes. For example, you take like your license plate cover and, you could probably drill it like that or go like that or whatever, or just whatever, find a way to mount the plate itself. Maybe you could even take a plate and mount it vertically, whatever you want to do. So that's really cool. Now, if you want to go a little bit farther like I am, well, I'll just show you. I've got this marked off, kind of hard to see on camera, and I'm going to go ahead and cut this thing on my, $12,000 brand new bike. Feels kind of weird, but let's get to it. Alright, so sorry I couldn't get a better camera angle, but here's the end result. Obviously, I still got to clean this up, but it really doesn't look bad. I kind of did it so it's, you know, a lighter angle and a sharper angle, then I cut across the back. Tried to make it as symmetrical as possible. Actually, a lot of these will just come off by hand, it looks like. So let me show you what it looks like cleaned up. Alright, so there we go. You know, I don't think it looks perfect, but the good news is it's going to be completely covered by my license plate, other than the side, which this camera is not the best, but anyway, I tried to make it look okay, you know. At least when you're 2 feet away, it won't stand out as something that's been hacked. So let's get the license plate on there, see what she looks like. Alright, so I went ahead and just took this bracket that the bike came with and cut the sides off of it to kind of shorten it up. It's kind of hard to explain. Let me show you what I took off of it. Here we go. So yeah, I had these sides hanging off. They're pretty ugly. So I just trimmed those off. I also took this and just kind of rounded it out. Rounded it off, rather. It, you know, the side part's really the only part that's going to be exposed. And this isn't showing up the best on the camera, but it kind of makes it look a little more like it's supposed to be like that. Sorry for the finger. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and basically take this and... Where's my license plate bracket? I lost it. Sorry, I misplaced my bracket. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead, take this, mount this to here with the temporary tag in it, obviously. And then what I'm going to do is mount... I'm going to drill 2 small holes in the more narrow part, you know, the middle-ish. And I'm going to go ahead and mount this to here, and then I'll show you what the end product looks like. Okay, so yeah, the holes are drilled. So I'm going to go ahead and mount this up. You know, pretty simple process. Be careful not to nick your fender here, you know, because while this is going to get replaced, obviously your fender will not when you go get your, you know, official Fender Eliminator kit. So I'm just going to mount this up. It's a pretty straightforward process, and then I'll show you guys how it looks once it's all done. Alright folks, here's the finished product. You know, it really doesn't look that bad. I'll zip tie up that little wire hanging down there. But, it's not bad. That license plate's a little thick, so it'll look even better when it's just a plate on there. But I gotta run that for now because it's just a paper tag. But hey, I'll take it. Honestly, maybe not quite as good as the integrated turn signal taillight, you know, because you still got these sticking out. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with it. Just one final thing to note, guys. I know in the beginning of the video I said it seems like it's waterproof under here. That may be true, but there is a little hole here and a little hole here. This is where the license plate light comes out. I don't know what the hole is for there. I'm not even sure it goes all the way through. But I went ahead, just kind of haphazardly taped it up with ducting tape. That's, you know, stuff you actually use for air ducts, not duct tape. I mean, I also kind of got out the old silicone gun and filled in that hole where the wire comes out for the license plate light, and I kind of taped over the license plate light as well, because you know, it's a plug, so you don't got to worry about it touching anything and shorting out. But if it gets water in it from this rear tire, might not be good. So, you know, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you like the new bike. Definitely more content to come with that thing. I have an exhaust coming in today actually, so probably be a video on that shortly. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Hope you can like and subscribe. Have a great weekend.